You are most welcome, my dear learners, to Primary 2 Literacy 2 Lesson 3 by teacher Joel Malma. In today's lesson, we need to look at child protection. And in case you have any question after watching the video, you can call me or send a question on WhatsApp using this number. You can also use the email address and I shall get to your feedback as soon as possible. Let us look at child protection, and the question is, what is child protection? So child protection is the keeping of children safe from abuse, violence, neglect, and exploitation. This seems to be big for us, but we can understand it in simple terms. For you, as of now, you can say child protection is the keeping of children safe, because previously we have been looking at peace and security, and we said peace means living and working well with others, whereas security, we said, means keeping someone or something safe. Now, with child protection is one of the ways of keeping peace and security. So child protection, we keep you safe, but safe from what? Keeping children safe from abuse. What is abuse? Some of you are staying with maids, stepmom, and some other people who abuse your rights. You have a right to food, a right to education, medical care, but that person might be denying you. So that is child abuse if you are denied from accessing your rights. Violence, you are mistreated, you are beaten seriously at home, whether you have done something wrong or not. This is wrong, you need to report to me or report to Sauti. Do you know Sauti number? Or you report, Kali, you have my number, you call me, and then I will act there and then. I have the connection. Neglect, here you are left there, no one cares about you. Hey, some parents neglect their children. They even reach to the extent of dumping them in the latrine. Now I look at such a mother and wonder, you spend 9 months with the pregnancy, you give birth, you neglect your child, leave her or him to suffer. Why? You throw the child at the rubbish pit, along the road, at the church. Oh, I even feel when I'm getting out of mood when I think about this that happens to children. This is not right, and you need to report to concerned people, as we saw in keeping peace and security. To whom do you report? There is parents, your elder brothers and sisters. You can report to teachers. You can report to religious leaders, police, or local council leaders. Are we together? Let me explain the word exploitation. Exploitation happens in a way that now, during the time of COVID, we are in a lockdown and children are at home. So I see some of them alongside the street selling some things to get money to buy food. Because food is among the basic needs of man, or you as a child. So you are asked to go and sell things alongside the street. When I traveled to that side of eastern Uganda, Jinja, Mayuge, Kamuli, you see boys and some girls participating in different activities. For example, cutting sugar cane to get some money. This is not right. You are still young to get to doing activities that will give you money. And some of the boys, when they get some money, they say, after all, I'm getting the money. I gain the cut sugar cane. They give me 5,000 in a day. In a month, that is 150,000. Do I still need to go back to school? Please, you still need to. So now this is exploitation. Are we together? It's not acceptable. Let us look at some of the examples of things which a child do at home. You might be doing it simply because you don't know. Now, here I talk about child work. What do I mean by child work? Child work means the things a child does to help in housework. Housework. So do we know some of them? Let us look at them. Here we have the boys and girls. What are they doing? They have their brooms. So they are sweeping the compound. This is allowed. This is housework. Do you also do the same? That is good. Then what about here? What are these two girls doing? They are digging. This is allowed. Next, let us identify the examples of child work in the pictures. Look at these ones. Fetching water. This is okay. In the village, we'd have to fetch water. Next here is collecting firewood. Do you also do the same? I know some of you are staying in town where there is nothing like use of firewood. You don't even need to fetch water because the tap is within the house or in the home. So, in town, we cook on electricity, we use solar, we use charcoal, we use gas, But in the village, we need to do this. Next, there is this girl, and the girls, what are they doing? They are washing utensils. Do you also do so? That is allowed. And what about this man? What is he doing? Or a boy? This is cleaning a latrine. Get to know the difference between latrine and toilet. Latrine has a pit. Actually, we call it pit latrine. Then toilet is waterborne. So these are some of the examples of child work. But where you are exploited, abused, that is not acceptable, and I have given you my number. I want you to report and we take action. I have a team that I work with. We can come and rescue you. In 4 years ago or 5 years, there was a video which went viral where a maid was mistreating a young child, beating seriously, could even eat food for the child. That is not right. That's why I'm saying you have my number. You can report and we see how we can help you. Is that clear, my dear learners? Now, let us move on. Things children use to do work at home. I have brought you several pictures, as you can see. Are you able to write their names very well? Like I wrote for you, soap. Soap is here. What next? Scrubbing brush. Where is the scrubbing brush? Is this one. This is a scrubbing brush. Next is mopping rag. Here it is. This is a mopping rag for mopping the house. Bucket. Here is a bucket. Next is jerry cans. Here is a jerry can. Next is water. Water is inside the jerry can, inside the bucket. What else? In the basin, we have a basin here. So we need all these ones. Next is a hoe. If you are going to dig, you need a hoe. And if you are going to sweep the compound, you need a broom. So these are some of the things that children use to do work at home or in a home. Then we need to talk about basic needs of a child at home. Remember I told you, some of you were abused. You are denied access to your rights simply because you don't know. Now, basic needs. What are basic needs? Basic needs are things that must be provided to children at home or in a home. They are things that are a must. They must be provided to you as a child in a home. What are they? These are: 1. Food. You need to be given food and eat. Someone now is going to start feeling hungry. Number 2, water. After looking at my pictures, people are now feeling hungry and thirsty. Let me leave these ones. But these are one of the basic needs. Food, water. Number 3 is what? Hey, we have this picture of a house. So that is shelter. Shelter is another basic need of a child in a home. Next is clothing or clothes. You need to get clothes. You cannot move naked. Just like you cannot sleep outside on a tree like a bird. You need to sleep inside the house. So if you are locked outside, go and report. Don't just keep quiet. Lastly, we can talk of medical care. When you fall sick, you need to get treatment. So my dear learners, I think this is enough for now. We can have an activity, and where shall we find it? Find the activity of lesson 3 on P2. Is this P2? Yeah, P2 Google Classroom. Yes. So where is the class code for joining P2 Google Classroom? Is this one. My dear learners, that marks the end of the lesson. I want to say thank you for watching this video. My name once again is Teacher Joel Maluma. Here is my number in case you need to report something or ask about this question. You can also check out the playlist below for recent lessons you may have missed by tapping on this button you click, or subscribe to our YouTube channel in order to get more upcoming lessons for all subjects by clicking on the button below. Thank you. May God bless you all.